Still lost them. Okay, so if you haven't met me before, my name is Eda Hardy. I'm a subconscious transformation expert and a spiritual awakening guide. I was initiated into the light in 2011 and now work for the light. It's a spiritual mystery school guide to help light workers find their way to the light and also support them through their spiritual awakening and ascension journey. So let me know if anyone going through the awakening journey or the ascension journey. So I'm on my ascension journey as well. And we're going to be talking about 5D dimensions as well today. So pay attention to that. It's very, very interesting stuff. Let me tell you a little about myself. I'm vegan. I'm an empath, like you know, probably most of you are empaths. I'm a claircognizant. I'm a clairsentient, channeler, psychic, and trained in many, many modalities. However, my favorite has always been EFT, emotional freedom technique, and this is a must training for empaths. So, are you on your awakening journey? So, if you haven't done your EFT training, emotional freedom technique, tapping training, I will highly recommend you to do it. So, if you're interested, just let me know. Hi, Zoe. Thank you for. Oh, Andrea, hi, your first time with me. Lovely, lovely. I love the first timers. I was just saying earlier, we're going to do this amazing process at the end of it after answering your questions. And I'm going to help you find out your limiting belief, also release it as well. So stay until the end. If you cannot make it, it's completely fine. You can always watch it later on as well. So yes, Tammy who loves EFT, emotional freedom technique, is completely, utterly life-changing. You will love it. So I'm going to show you a bit of EFT tapping later on as well. And if you haven't tried it yet, you will be blown by it. It's just amazing. Let me tell you a little about myself, my awakening journey, while we are waiting for others to join as well. My awakening started when I was about 11 years old. I started seeing the recurring numbers of 1111 everywhere. Let me know if you're also experiencing this as well. And it was made very clear to me that I was on a mission on Earth. And my journey wasn't easy. I had suffered from abandonment trauma when I was only a baby, which affected my whole life. It had a massive, significant effect on my self-esteem, self-confidence, who I was. So, of course, as a result of that, I resisted my mission and wasted years due to my low self-esteem and fears. And it was really, really difficult. I don't want to go into so much in there as well, because I'm here to answer your questions at the end of the day. I end up suffering so much due to giving my power to my fears and stories. But it came to a point where I could no longer live with my constant physical and emotional pain. I was either, going to end my life or owning my mission. That I was that bad. I was bedbound. I couldn't move out of the bed. Doctors couldn't find a reason why I was ill. And owning my mission meant stepping outside of your comfort zone and doing the things that you never, ever imagined doing, like going live on Facebook. That was like my biggest nightmare. I was like, there is no way I could do this. English is not my first language. I'm dyslexic. I cannot speak to people. I cannot express myself. I had all this limiting belief going at the background. So let me know if you got very similar beliefs going at the background, stopping you stepping into your mission as well. And I want to help you get out of that place. I want to help you smash them through so you can achieve your mission as well. You can also unlock your gifts and unlock your money blocks, unlike all the blocks that you have, because I did it, my clients did it, and you can do it as well. So, okay. Let me see. Of course, finally, I choose to step up and on my mission. And now I help others to own their mission as well. So share it in the comments. What do you think your mission is? I mean, you're here for a reason. You're watching this for a reason. You know, you find me for a reason because I know you're very intuitive. And deep down, you know you're here for a reason. And no one's going to laugh at you. No one's going to judge you. This group is different. Share it with me and see what I can do for you. I can share my own experiences with you so you don't have to, you know, jump through the same loops that I had to go through, same suffering that I had to go through. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. That's what I'm saying. So I'm going to be sharing lots of knowledge and experience with you tonight. However, I would like you to empty your cup metaphorically to make room for more information. If your cup is full, you will never be able to put more information in there. The information I will share with you is life-changing. It changed my lives, my clients' life, my student lives in a short amount of time. And I want that for you as well. But it's completely up to you. And this information could be entirely new for some of you. However, it is so gold and it should be taught in schools. Hi, Debbie. Thank you for joining. Lovely. Let me see. Lots of paranormal experience as a child, only being 16, 20 years. So I have been on this spiritual journey. I have issues with going live. I don't always see me as others do. Everyone speaks so highly of me and only. Okay, that's really good. And we're going to come to the bottom of that today. I'm going to tell you exactly why you're feeling the way you feel, because I was in the same place as well. I had to release so many different things. And once I explain, I'm hoping that everything will make sense to you. So, all this stuff impacts your spiritual growth, your vibration and spiritual ascension process. And I will answer your questions from my current knowledge and the consciousness level. And after that, it's up to you to take it or not take it. Just be open to it. If it's needed, just take it with a pinch of salt. You don't have to blindly believe what I say, okay? I don't do that, so you don't do that as well. I don't expect you to, you know, believe, understand everything that I say to you as well. So it is all good. Just be open to it. It will change your life. Once it starts making sense to you, it will change your life so much. And these are some of the reasons that I can transform my client's life in a short amount of time and even give them money back to my work, because I managed to close the gap between the spiritual ascension and awakening journey and our human experience. I don't think anybody out there knows what it is. I have not seen anybody doing what I do. So this is quite interesting. So shall we go to our questions now? Let's have a look. If we have anything. All right, let's go to our question. This is a really, really good question. It's from Monica. I think Monica is going to be joining us soon as well. So if you know the answer to this question, let me know. It's about the 5D world. She asked, I know a lot of people don't understand 5D and how to imagine. Can you explain where it is in place and time, please? Thank you so much. So anybody knows the answer to this? I'm just going to look at the, just can't seem to connect the spiritual self or say doubts about myself. I remember being connected when I was a little girl, but I have lost touch. I would say money blocks. I would love to get over these blocks. Yes, Elizabeth, these are very, very common. And this happened as a result of human experience. And I'm going to show you how to close the gap, because one of the questions I've got is about this. So we're going to have a look at this. So anybody knows what 5D is? Let me know. Or have you ever questioned what 5D is? I mean, we all talk about this, you know, the fifth dimension, you know, what's happening in there. You know, as the golden age is coming. If you know Diana Cooper, I love her work. She's got an amazing book about the 2032, where the golden age is coming up. So you might want to check that out. So, Elizabeth, I'm surprised that you don't know it. I really thought so many people knows about this, because I mean, most of the spiritual community talk about this. So I'm so glad that Monica asked me this question. So, great question, Monica. So let me tell you, the fifth dimension isn't an actual place or time to travel to, but it's a state of consciousness where we operate from the soul rather than the programmed mind. At the moment, in the third dimension, we are operating from our mind. It's a place of consciousness. I always talk about the consciousness, and I mentioned to you earlier that I'm operating from my current level of consciousness, and everyone on earth is on a different level of consciousness. Earth is a school. We are here to learn and grow and master ourselves. So 50 is a perceived reality, how we perceive our reality. Let me explain this to you a bit more. If something is not clear, ask me a question. Yeah, just write it down. I will have a look at it. I will answer your question. So once we heal our beliefs and fears of our human mind, we start residing in this pure consciousness, an awareness level without judgment. And we are evolving into more advanced version of our former selves. That's the idea of being here. And we start seeing that nothing happens by accident or chance. And when people are operating from the 3D consciousness, they are vibrating at a lower frequency. And they will use things like blame, victimization, bad luck, as the reason why things in their life are happening. In the third dimension, the illusion of fear, separation, and scarcity appears as reality. So by looking at this, you can also see where you are on your consciousness level. Yeah. Andra. Advice was setting up. Sorry. Okay, so we're talking about the 50, okay? When people are operating from the 3D consciousness, they do not understand the difference. They do not understand that actually by raising their consciousness, they can also attract love, abundance, and gratitude, because this is all about the 5D living. Yeah. And as I mentioned, when we start begin to raise our vibration, our frequency, we can access wisdom stemming from higher dimensions more easily. Also be connected with our higher self, and higher self will guide us to where we need to go, and we will be connected to our intuition more. Does that make sense? And also 4D is like an elevator. It can take us up, or it can also take us down. So this is the dimension of thoughts and emotions. 4D. Yeah, our thoughts and emotion. When we talk about the law of attraction, people talk about the thoughts and emotions, how we create our reality. This is so true. So using our thoughts and emotions, we can move to the 50, or we can go to the 3D dimension. Does that make sense to everybody? So as a spiritual awakening and Ascension guide, I help people move from the third dimension into the, fifth dimension is consciousness, by clearing out their fears, traumas, transforming their reality. It's been like an elevator. Maybe I should call myself an elevator. I help them to move from the third one to fifth dimension, and they start experience happiness, contentment, fulfillment. And if you look deep within, all of us aim for these qualities, don't we? All we want is peace, contentment, money maybe, but that comes with it's all related. Is when you raise your energy level, you start attracting the money as well. And if anybody pay attention to my tagline is transform your reality with Edda. And maybe I was thinking earlier, maybe I should change it to transform your reality from 3D to 5D with Edda. I think that will work. I hope this makes sense about the difference between the 3D and 5D consciousness. And once you in the 3D, just kind of tell me who thinks that they're in the 3D or they're going between 3D and 5D. And who wants to move to the 5D consciousness. All you need to do is let go of your fears, let go of your limiting beliefs, let go of your traumas, whatever is your human experience. I call it human experience, all this stuff, because we didn't born with any of them. They are our learned human experience. We can set ourselves free. And using our emotions and thoughts, we can move to the 50 very, very quickly. Hope it makes sense. Andrea says she goes back and forth. Yeah. I mean, we all tend to, but it's also up to us to sort of like stay there as well. Once we start releasing all that stuff, this is how Ascension happens. You know, if you think about all the masters and everything, they mastered their mind, they mastered their emotion, didn't they? The 4th dimension. And they're able to stay in the 5th dimension, create love. Anyway, let me go to the next question. Okay. Let me have a look at the next one. Also, I wanted to mention something. This group is different. Yeah, I really care about this group, this Facebook group. And I want you to know, all of you, we are not here to be victims, but to create another world. We are the volunteers for the new world, new age. And if you have a victim mentality, this is not your group. This group is all about like empowerment, sharing knowledge, being there for each other. This group is about spiritual self-mastery. It's about spiritual awakening and ascension. I think I remember about 100 people from the group this week. So I want everyone to get the best, most out of this group. Okay, so that's why you're here. That's why I'm doing this Q&A session as well. All right, we got another question from Dave. Can you tell people about how to protect our energy and to set boundaries and ground themselves as being an empath can be extremely difficult till you master a few things, then it can be a blessing. That is so true. Okay, so shall I tell you the common ones that everybody talks about, or shall I tell you the ones going to change your life? I will share all of it with you, but I'm going to concentrate on the ones that make a big difference into your life, because this is how it works for me, how it works for my clients as well. So common ones, what can you do? You raise your vibration. How do you raise your vibration? Gratitude is one of the exercises that helps you raise your vibration like this. So in the morning when you wake up, you do 10 minutes gratitude. Before you go to sleep, you do 10 minutes gratitude or 5 minutes. That will raise your vibration. Second one, monitor your energy. Wave showers, that's right. The cycle breakers, the bridge builders. Exactly, Louise, you are so right. Exactly. We're here for a reason. We volunteer to change this world, and we are changing it. You know, it used to be about, it was estimated that about 5-10% of the world population was empath. In my opinion, it's at least 40. Because I think what's happening, the massive awakening process started. Everyone's starting going up, and all their gifts starting opening up, and they experiencing all these experiences, all these empathic experiences, and they're becoming empaths as well. So hopefully we will take over the world soon, and this world gonna be a much nicer place with us in it. Okay, what did I say? Okay, second one, monitor your energy and thought process daily through journaling. That's very, very important. So you can do journaling and see what's going in your thought process. Like I said, that's the elevator in the middle. You can take yourself up and down. We're going to do a little process at the end. You're going to see how this is affecting your life. You can set healthy limits and boundaries. This is important. This is, empaths find this very, very challenging because we tend to attract narcissistic people. But once you raise your vibration to a certain level, they will not come to you. Angelic shielding. We can ask for angelic shielding. We can ask for Archangel Michael to shield us. But we also have the same power. We can shield ourselves. You can do a personal shielding. Just visualize protection around you like invisible eggshells. Even put like mirrors around it. So whatever comes to you being reflected back to them. Something very small but very powerful. Because always remember, we are the one that creating our reality with our thoughts, with our emotions. Okay? So if you feel protected, if you visualize you are protected, that's it. You got it. I use dragons for protection. If you're into dragons, you can use dragons. You can ask dragons. I'm a spiritual mystery school guide. We use dragons. I might even do a training. I might introduce you to your dragons one day. They're amazing. You learn so much from them. They have the most amazing wisdom in the world. Another one, grounding yourself. Get into your body. As a spiritual being, we tend to be up here. But if you get into your body, you can also protect yourself because you are aware of your energy and you start understanding if it's your energy or someone else's energy. You can walk on the grass. Also, crystals are amazing. Crystals are great protectors. You know, obsidian, I love it. I'm crystal empath. I can communicate with crystals as well, and they tell me amazing stuff. They show me amazing stuff. I love working with crystals. We are not even understanding the power they have at the moment. I mean, I see so many crystal healers. They don't really know what they're doing. They learn everything from the books. It doesn't really work like that. It doesn't. We have this innate gift within us. We just need to open it up. Just open ourselves and do. Like me. I didn't know I was able to communicate with crystals until about, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. Because I'd done so much clearing on myself. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And it happened to me because I changed my vibration. I was like, oh my God, I can do this. And they started showing me amazing stuff that they do for humanity that we are not even aware of it. All right, last one. Yes, evoked born in my negative cards attached to our Archangel Michael. Yes. All right, last one. This is a really important one. This is the next level information I'm going to share with you. That's the most important one. I will recommend it to everyone. So you don't have to do all this stuff on a daily basis. Because when you go to sleep, your subconscious programming kicks in and everything you've done during the day get erased. But if you do this, if you change the programming, if you change the root cause of the programming, you don't have to do any of that on a daily basis. So you rewire your brain and release your blocks. How do you do that? You raise your vibration by clearing your traumas and your fears, your stories, 3D consciousness, your human experience. Yeah? We didn't born with all these fears. We didn't born with all these limiting beliefs. These are learned behavior. I call it human experience. Once you release them, once you get rid of them, you move to the 5D dimension, yeah? 5D. And do you think you're gonna need any protection in there? Because you are vibrating on a like 500 megahertz love vibration. No, you don't need any protection. And you can protect other people as well. And empaths are not here. This is so important. They're not here to, I didn't learn this like until like years later. They're not here to pick up other people's emotions and stuff. Yeah, we are here to transmute those emotions. But you need to be at a certain level to be able to do that. You need to pick up their emotions and you completely transmute the emotions that people have, because we are healers. Does that make sense? And people are not aware of this. Talk to anybody. I'll be so surprised if anybody knows this stuff. We are not just here to pick up. I use my empathic powers now to help my clients. I'm feeling what they're feeling before even they feel it. I can see why they're having the problem before they know it. I can transmute the low vibrations within them without even them knowing it. And they just feel great. They just feel amazing. That's what empath's supposed to do. And you can do that. You're an empath. All you need to do is raise your consciousness level by letting go of your human experience. Okay, does that make sense to everybody? I know I said to you, this is going to be so new for you, probably. I mean, if you are my student or client, of course, you're familiar with this work. But, you know, if somebody was telling me about this stuff 20 years ago, I would be like, what are they talking about? But this is life-changing experience. Once you get your head around it, there is nothing you cannot do in this world. Nothing. Elizabeth says yes. Great. Amazing. So I want you to check your personal power every day as an empath. This is very important. Now, we're going to do a little process. This is a small process. I want you to tune into yourself and check to see how much internal personal power you have at the moment on a scale from 0 to 10. So internal personal power means your motivational power, your energy, your willpower to change your life. I mean, remember, I work with the subconscious mind, so I don't want you to overthink or analyze it. Just take the first number that comes to your mind. Either make a mental note of it or post a comment, in the chat. Just kind of write it down for me from 0 to 100. Whereabout are you? Woo-woo is the new way. Yeah. It's not just woo-woo, it's science as well. Epigenetics, neuroscience. This is all science. I'm mixing the science and spirituality together. And people miss this out. I'm not sure why they do that. So I want you to tell me what's your personal power percentages like today. If you are my member, if you are my client or student, it's probably over 85%. 60, 70, Elizabeth 60. Okay, so I want you to think about it. Where do you think you are? Do you think you are able to create the life you want on this sort of level? If you want to create a new reality, you need to be at minimum 8%. I would say 85 is better. So you will be on a higher dimension as well. So let me see. Your personal power is very important. So you will know where you're sending your power to every day. And you will also understand if you're picking up other people's emotions or not. Your mind, affects your emotions. Emotions affect your actions and behaviors. So if you want to change your reality, what do you need to do? You change your mind. It all starts with your mind. Your mind has the ultimate power. But the question is it the conscious mind or the subconscious mind? Let me see. Zoe says 80, 85. Amazing, Zoe. So most people try to use sheer willpower to change their subconscious programming, but they fail. You cannot outsmart your subconscious. And when you work with like counselors or therapists or coaches, you're only working with the conscious mind. Conscious mind is the tip of the iceberg, only the 5%. Everything else is underneath the surface, 95%, or your values, or your priorities, your triggers, your fears, your limiting beliefs, whatever you think, they're running your life. Whatever is in here, subconscious mind, is underneath the surface. And let me tell you a question. Let me ask you something as well. If Your foundation, let's say we got a house, and if your house, your foundation's built with bricks, they are written, I'm not good enough, I'm not valuable, I don't deserve love, and have cracks throughout them, how strong your house will be, how strong your foundation will be. And our foundation have been created in our childhood without any filters. And we have deeply engraved into these bricks who we are, that we don't even notice what is written there. This is subconscious programming. Yeah, we don't even know what's in there. We know that we have limiting beliefs, we have fears, but we don't know the reason behind them. We don't question it. We just take it as the truth, our reality. Is that right? And if our foundation is not solid, full of traumas, fears, and limiting beliefs, how would it show in your life? Realize I wasn't recording, getting too excited. So how does it show? Yeah, anybody wants to guess? If your foundation is not solid, is full of traumas, fears, limiting beliefs, how would it show in your life? Let me tell you. I'm looking. Yeah. Self-doubt, procrastination, anxiety, stress, depression, money issues, self-sabotage, panic attacks, chronic illness, you name it. Yeah. And if you're experiencing any of these, it means you have a limiting belief or fear or programming, I like to call it programming, that's stopping you to achieve or create the reality that you want. And it is so difficult to protect yourself if you are operating from low vibrational energies, isn't it? And you need to raise your vibration. You can either meditate daily to ensure vibration is high, or you don't have any triggers, as anyone can trigger you, which will cause you to lower your vibration. We all got triggers, and we work on the triggers to release them. That is the idea. Release those human experiences, release your triggers. And once you do that, you will create the reality that you want. I'm able to do that with my clients within 6 to 12 sessions, and completely transform their life, move them from the 3D to 50. And my clients always says, like, working with me is the best decision and investment of their lives. They finally experience love, contentment, fulfillment, money, good relationship, whatever they want in their life, because they move their consciousness to a higher level. If they can do it, you can do it as well. All right, another question from Ruth. How do we manifest money? How do we do it? I think we all know by now, how do we do this, yeah? Money is energy, it's a vibration. If you are not a vibrational match to money is energy and have limiting beliefs about money, it's like money is the root of all evils, it will be challenging. You wouldn't be able to manifest any money, would you? Because your subconscious is going to try to protect you by keeping you away from money. So do you have any beliefs, any limiting beliefs about money? Tell me, share it with me. I think, Elizabeth, you were asking a very similar question as well. What's your belief about money? Yeah, I want to know, because there is something, your subconscious thinks, your brain thinks is protecting you. Because subconsciously, deep down, you believe that you cannot get it, or you don't deserve it, you are not valuable, or money is bad. So it is protecting you. It's just doing what you ask in the first place, what you learn from your parents, what you learn from your co-workers or your friends. And if you want to create the life of your dreams and manifest money, it is imperative to shift your consciousness. I've seen lots of people that, by willpower, they go and do it, earn it, and they lose it like this. Because the brain doesn't believe that they do deserve money. You need to change it. We need to get rid of all these deep-rooted emotional blockages, whatever no longer serving us. All right, does that make sense to everybody? Always hard to get. Nothing's ever works out. Yeah, see, that's your belief. We need to work on that, Elizabeth, to change it. Money is always easy to get. Nothing ever works out. Instead of saying nothing ever works out, everything works out. I have full belief in myself, in universe. So you're coming from luck, yeah, 3D consciousness. When you think like this, you need to jump on this elevator, go to the 50. Everything is the way that it's supposed to be. I trust the money is going to be there for me. And call money to yourself. Sorry, what's next one? I'm trying to see that money flows to me. My ego shuts to me. Yeah, that's right, Zoe. It's not, yeah, you can't call it ego as well. Our programming is built like ego. Ego is our inner selves, younger selves. One point in our time, it learned that it needs to protect us because we got hurt. And it goes, oh my God, I got hurt when I was 5 years old. I need to make sure that this never happens to me. Puts the programming in there and it repeats it. It's on a loop. It's keep repeating and it finds more proofs, more proofs. So you end up believing money is really bad. You don't deserve it. You shouldn't be deserving it. But now that we're bringing awareness into all this, we can change them. We're going to do a process shortly to show you how to do that. And normally when I work with my clients, I go much deeper. You know, I send out a questionnaire to understand everything what's going on in their, you know, in their life, which events I keep repeating, which ones are on the loop, which limiting beliefs are holding them back. I mean, this is subconscious transformation experts work like me. I spent years and years understanding this stuff. I spent over £130,000 on my healing, on my training to understand stuff. And I put them all together. And thanks to my spiritual mystery school teachings, my learnings as well, I'm able to see things clearly, why people are having the problem and how to release them. I'm a, you know, claircognizant. I know things. So that really helps. But you all got very similar gifts. And then, you know, the other good things is when I'm raising my staff and also when my clients are kind of raising their consciousness, they start, their gifts starting going up as well. They starting experiencing new gifts. So it's again, living from the fifth dimension, higher consciousness level. It's amazing how this works. All right, let me have a look. All right, so we got another questions about EFT. Like I said, EFT is one of my favorite thing, emotional freedom technique, one of my favorite modality. And I become a trainer of EFT to teach others because it helps us to shift our consciousness so easily. People have breakthroughs in a matter of minutes. So, look, here is one of my students. She's only doing she's doing level 2, I think. So she's got a question. When all aspects lead to one core issue, that's Bremen, what will be the procedure? To leave all these aspects alone for later and focus on the time when the loss happen. It's a great question. So if you ever decide to do EFT with me, the EFT, real EFT that you learn is nothing like you've seen online. No, it's not. It's extremely different. Nothing like you see on the YouTube. You learn exactly how to do it. We talk about the aspects to make sure that we cover everything, every aspect of it. Because if you leave anything out, if it's not custom designed for your own need, it doesn't really work so much. You know, you have to go and find the core issues. So, answer to your question, I will probably say that go and work on the pain when the loss happens, but also make sure in the following sessions cover all the aspects of it as well, because we don't want to leave anything out. Hopefully that will help you. And when we do the mentoring day as well, I will go much deeper into this for you as well. So Natalie, she's going to be training with me soon as well. So she's got another question. I have noticed that some people specialize in tapping for certain subjects, weight loss, money. Do you cover this in your course, or do you find that those areas of people's lives get better by doing generalized tapping? We do not do really generalized tapping unless the group tapping that I'm doing it now, but I'm doing this tapping to bring awareness into people. Yeah. So I would say you really need to go much deeper. But if you're just going to do group tapping, I will tell you more about it during the training as well. Hope that helps. She's got another one. She can get rid of allergies, intolerances with tapping. I have also worked from premise of compromised liver. Yes, you can. Because what happens is with tapping, with body is so clever, so smart. It has got the healing power unless the emotions are stuck in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to unlock the emotions and we're going to let the body to heal itself. I mean, I sort of help myself to overcome some of my intolerances as well. You can also work on the compromised liver to heal the liver. That's another thing you can do it. I mean, I think so many things are possible with EFT. I mean, I've seen amazing stuff that I thought before that never was possible. But so many things is possible. And you're going to experience that during the training as well, because you're going to be working with each other. And this is not just sort of training, this is also working on yourself. I mean, my students always love the trainings as well. I know that a couple of my students are here. So if you want to do the training, let me know. I've got one coming up 16th, 7th, and 18th of September. So another questions about EFT. How do we prioritize aspects? I understand this with the strongest intensity and priority, but it doesn't always work. Sometimes they arise unexpectedly and seem to pulling too much of attention. Should they be taken care of straight away or left alone until the most recent work is completed? Yes, it can be. And this comes with experience. And it comes, again, understanding your client and getting out of your head and using your intuition, empathic powers. I would probably say concentrating for the student, as a student at the moment, concentrate on one aspect at a time, work through it, move to the next one, move to the next one. That will really help you to gain the experience that you need as well. Hopefully it will be useful for you. Another question about the tabletop. Like a tabletop on another tabletop. This happens when you gotta believe we got this tabletop. So what happens is we don't have to work on every leg. We can only work one or two of the legs and the tabletop collapses. So I've been asked here if there's a tabletop or on another tabletop, what do we do? So we work on the one of the table, and when we collapse it, it might have been collapsed the table at the top. If it hasn't, work on those as well. It's amazing how this stuff works. So many questions about EFT because we all love EFT. So another one, I just read step-by-step tapping. A fear of stationary spiders is a different type of fear from a fear of moving spiders. Anyone's got a fear of spiders? I don't, because I work on spiders so much. I don't care about spiders anymore. It's just amazing how this stuff works. Because usually when I do the trainings, we work on the phobias and people bring in their phobias and we tap on it and stuff, their phobias and everything. And most people have spider phobia and they manage to get rid of it within like 5-10 minutes. So no more spider phobia. So let me see. There are different aspects of acronophobia. My question is, can I combine a reminder phases, this stationary spider, this moving spider, this fear of static spider, this fear of work? No, one at a time. No, just one at a time. Don't try to rush, speed up any of this stuff, one at a time, because you need to find out what the aspect is for a star. Yeah, because they might not have a fear of walking spiders. They might have a fear of spiders, I don't know, legs or something. So find out exactly from a client what it is and work through that. That would be a better approach. All right, another good question here from Elizabeth. All right, let's have a look. Once you release your how to tune into intuition and also how to make money from helping people. All right, good question. We've been talking about this. Okay, how to tune into your intuition. I know you mentioned earlier that you shot yourself because you had a bad experience, didn't you? Okay, so I think it's important to work on the bad experience first. You release the fear. Once you release the fear, the human experiences, you start tuning into your intuition more. Your gifts start showing up. You can also have a bit of a conversation with your higher self, your guides and masters. Say that I'm ready now. I don't have so much fears. I'm ready to connect with my intuition as well, because everything is a choice in your life. You can either choose to stay in the low vibrational world or the high vibrational world. It's completely up to you. And I mean, once you sort of move to the higher vibration, you will align yourself with your higher self. So she will start guiding you anyway. And you also need to, step outside of your comfort zone and be ready, really make a commitment to step into your mission. Once you start helping people, your blocks will unlock. But you will be tested. You will be tested. I've been tested for years because I've been initiated in the light. I've been tested in every possible way to ensure that I'm worthy of serving the light. I'm worthy of holding that light for other people. I'm worthy of taking them through their awakening journey. And you will get tested. Everything you go in your life, I mean, we call it also hero's journey, is tested. You go through so many tests. You need to prove that you are worthy of all that stuff. Money as well, helping people. You need to overcome your own stuff to uncover your mission, because how can you teach somebody else something if you haven't overcome it yourself? Think about it. We all got mission within ourselves. Let's say my mission was to go and teach people how to go live on Facebook. And if I didn't overcome that myself, how can I teach them? I cannot. You have to master that yourself so you can go and teach other people. And then you do that, your gifts start showing up as well. Because universe goes, oh, she's worthy of her gifts. Here you go. I hope it makes sense. Just keep going. Despite all the challenges, keep going. And what I did was, when I was going through my journey, I followed the signs. I follow my intuition. If I did hear or see something more than 2-3 times, like a book or something, I'm gonna make sure I bought that book, I read it. I read thousands of books. I attended hundreds of training programs. Every weekend, almost every weekend, I would say, for about 10 years. Because I made a commitment. I made a commitment to help other people as well. And most important, work on your subconscious mind to release the programming that's holding you back. Most people do not understand the power of subconscious mind, and they think they're in charge. Once you understand the power of subconscious mind, it's amazing. Your life changes completely. Changes like this. I mean, I had a client last Friday. She came to me. Her personal power percentage was 10%. 10%. She lost everything in her life. She didn't have anywhere to live, anywhere to stay, nowhere to go to. She was in a completely different country. She lost her boyfriend, her friends, family, everything. 10%. One session. After the first session, her personal power percentage was 8%. 80%, from 10 to 8%. That's a big jump. But we work on her subconscious mind, and it's possible to do that. If it's possible for her, it's possible for you as well. All right, let's have a look at another question. Okay, got 10 minutes. All right, what I'm gonna do is happy to do a little process now. How is everybody doing, by the way? You're going very quiet. Are you all okay? Let me know that you're all okay. You're understanding nothing. Oh, glad it makes sense, Elizabeth. If you have any outstanding question, look, this is your time. There is no stupid questions. I know this stuff is next level, so advanced. I know it might take time to get your head around it, but like I said, it is life-changing. And we're going to do a little process now. Let me know if you have tried EFT before. I know some of my students are here, so I know you have tried it. But okay, let me ask, has anybody not tried EFT before? Just say, no, you haven't tried it or something. So I know that you haven't tried it. So if you haven't, go easy on you. It's very easy. It's very easy, but I want you to go easy. Okay? And I want you to have the intention of being in a safe place. So calling your guides, your higher self, your masters to protect this space. I'm also creating a safe space for us for the following transformational work. This is going to be quite transformational. You love the cup. Okay. All right. So I'm assuming everybody watching here already done some EFT work. All right. If you haven't, please go easy. Honestly, I'm not kidding. This is very powerful work. All right. So I want you to take a deep breath. Close your eyes, put your feet on the ground, and I want you to center yourself. Just get into your body, get into your heart, just feel. And I want you to imagine a person in front of you. She looks like you, she acts like you, but she is not you. And just observe her. And do not judge her, please. Just look at her, how she's standing. What does she believe about herself? What kind of traumas has she gone through or he gone through? What are her fears? Just notice. If you cannot see, just sense it, feel it, it's all good. And I want to feel how it feels to live with this fear, with her human experience. And this might bring some memories to you, and it's okay. Just park them on the side. Don't dwell on them. I just want you to look at her. And I want you to notice what is stopping her overcoming her fears and limiting beliefs. What does she say to herself? I want you to notice one of her limiting beliefs that starts with I am statement, such as I'm a failure, I'm a loser, I'm not lovable, I am not worthy. I mean, you might not know what limiting belief is. Limiting beliefs is a belief that has developed inside your mind that prevents you from doing something, whether consciously or unconsciously. You believe this belief to be accurate and it limits you somehow. So this is a limiting belief. I want to notice one of her limiting beliefs that stops her or him. No judgment here, just observing. Now, open your eyes. Feel free to write down the belief in the chat. I'm going to be checking it because we're going to swap it with the empowering belief. All right, just write it down. Open your eyes. Just make sure that you come back to yourself. You grounded yourself. And I want you to notice. And just write it down. I'm going to check it. I'm still checking it. Write down what her limiting belief is. Like I said, it could be I'm not worthy, I'm not lovable, I'm not valuable, I'm a loser, any of that. These are all limiting because they are limiting us. Like we said, this is the beliefs, this is our thoughts, and this is our elevator. When you have those beliefs, it takes you to a lower level. All right, so we're going to create an empowering belief that puts you on an elevator to take you to a higher level. I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy. Isn't it amazing that so many of you got very similar beliefs? I'm not good enough. Yeah, that was one of my beliefs as well. I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough. I can't fit in. Yep. Especially as empaths have these beliefs. Do you know why empaths have more limiting belief than others? Because our emotions are more stronger than others, much more. Certain things doesn't affect normal people, but it affects us so hard. It feels like somebody just stabbed us in our heart. And especially as a child, we feel them so much stronger. And it goes as a programming in our subconscious. Most of our programming, not all, but most of our programming happens when we were less than 7 years old, because there is no filtering. So, okay, I never get anywhere in life. I start off well and then give up because my busy life overwhelms me. Okay. So, what is that belief? What is that? You are not worthy of good life. Can empaths pick up what people think about them? Yes, we pick up everything. There is like 6 different types of empaths, minimum 6 different types of empaths. Intuitive empaths pick up other people's stuff. Physical empaths pick up their physical pain. Emotional empaths pick up their emotions. Plant empaths can communicate with plants. Animal empaths can communicate with animals, and physical empaths pick up physical pain. I've got all of them. I do all of them. And physical one is the worst one. You pick up other people's physical pain. But now I learned it. My God, I wish somebody taught me this years ago. I'm not here to pick up their physical pain or emotions. I'm here to transmute them. I'm here to teach them. Yeah, because my consciousness is a completely different level. I know it now. Did somebody teach me that? No, I didn't. My consciousness tell me this is what I'm supposed to be doing. All right, so now you got the limiting beliefs. Yeah. So as an EFT master trainer, I think we should explore magic power of EFT. I mean, people call it 1 minute wonder for a reason. Like I say, if you're new to EFT, take it easy. Yeah. I would recommend to start something small. And if you still feel emotional at the end, carry on tapping until you reduce the emotional intensity. And if you don't feel ready, please don't do it. Just watch it maybe. Or choose something small, not something big. I don't want you to, experience any trauma or anything like this. So, can also confuse our own limiting beliefs what others are thinking. Yes, we can. We can, however, we can. Yeah, but there's only in a short amount of time. But of course, like if you're in the family, oh my God, yeah, that's a great point actually. If you're in a family, that happens so often. Like if you're, say for instance, your mom got a low self-esteem, she's got no belief in herself, you tap into that and you lose your self-esteem. Oh my God, I see that all the time. I had a client recently as well, exactly like that. She was connected to her mom so closely. She was picking up her low self-esteem. But on the other hand, she knew that her self-esteem was so high. But she was like this. She was struggling. And when we cut all this off, whatever was coming from her mom, she's gone up to like 90%. It was amazing how this stuff works. It's like magic. You don't need anything else. It's like quantum leap. This is more powerful than the quantum leap. All right, so now I'm assuming all of you got belief to work on. All right. Pick up your own limiting belief that you want to work on. Yeah. And I want you to create empowering belief instead. Like for instance, if your limiting belief is I'm not lovable, what will be your empowering belief that's going to help you to go to the 5th dimension? I am lovable, isn't it? So I want you to find it. Like, let's have a look at it. For instance, I don't fit in. I fit in. Yeah, I fit in. You can choose that. I'm not good enough. You can choose, oh yeah, I am enough. Elizabeth, same for you. I'm enough. Louise, I'm not worthy. You can say I am worthy. So this could be your empowering belief. All right. So what was it for you? Did I do Debbie? So Debbie, for you, I prefer just something like I am, but you can always say something like I get anywhere. I get where I want to get in life. It's up to you. Go with your intuition. But I want something that really resonates with you. In the beginning, this might be really difficult to say, but the more that you say it, it will become so much easier for you. Because what happens is affirmations doesn't work, okay, if you got underlying belief. But once you clear the belief, you need to replace it with something empowering. And that time use affirmations to get rid of it, and you empower yourself. I do have the book, 40 affirmations for empaths. If you haven't got it, let me know. I will send you a copy of it as well. It's amazing and it will change your life. But most important thing is get rid of the beliefs, get rid of the blockages, get rid of the fears, whatever you have, and this affirmation works amazing for you. Now, any questions or anything? Debbie, you don't observe negative around people, change it, okay? How can you say it? How would you like to say it? Let me see. I transmute negative energy around me, because that's what empaths do. Yeah, we're here to transmute energy. We are not here to observe negative energy. It only happens if you're in the 3D consciousness. We are not in the 3D consciousness. This is where your fears are. This is where your human experience are. Yeah, we're going to move to the next level. It means that you need to let go of these beliefs. We transmute other people's negative emotions. We volunteer to help others here. You all got so many different gifts. You have no idea. I had no idea I had all these gifts. I had no idea I could talk to plants. I did not know. But when I work on myself, all these gifts starting appearing. Because by layer, I release my human experience. And I'm more aligned with my higher self. And thanks to my higher self, I can do things I wasn't able to do 10, 15, 20 years ago. And probably in 5, 10 years' time, I'm going to be able to do so much more amazing stuff that I'm not able to do now. And it's the same for you. Never, ever give up working on yourself. Never be stuck in the 3D consciousness. You are here tonight, yeah, listening to this. It means you're ready. You're being guided to listen to this. And this is gold. All right, Zoe says, I'm happy now that I release procrastination and bad habits from my life. Not really, because your subconscious doesn't really understand the negative stuff so much. So I will say just I'm happy. Just that's it. It doesn't matter how you become happy or not. It's the universe responsible to make you happy. If you believe that you are happy, you will become happy. Just say that. I am happy. That I am free. You can say, I'm happy now that I am so free. Create your reality. Yeah, create your own reality. How do we create our own reality? With our minds, with our emotions, with our action. If you believe that, you will feel it and your action will show. Make sense? Sending so much love to you. God, I don't know, I have explained this before. So you're lucky ones. Hopefully you're getting it. Okay, let me see. All right, so do we all have empowering belief? Yeah, just say yes, yes, yes to me, so I know we all got. Anybody else needs any help with their empowering belief? You're all okay? You're all comfortable with your empowering belief? Because we're going to use it now. Because I want to make sure that you all got it, okay? So we're going to use it during our tapping. So make an either mental note of it or write it down. Your limiting I am statement, your empowering I am statement. Good, amazing. So what we're going to do is now, actually, I want to tell your limiting belief to yourself. Not in your mind, say out loud. Say to yourself, for instance, whatever you want to choose it, I'm not lovable. And I want to note how true is it on a scale of 0 to 10. You know, how true does that feel? 10 being very true and 0 being not true at all. I will write it down in the chat. This is your limiting belief. For instance, I'm not lovable. Is it true or not? Yeah, you can say, oh yeah, if it's really true, 7 out of 10, it is true. I feel I'm not lovable. All right. So write it down in the chat. How true is it? Your limiting belief. We're talking about the limiting one, and we're going to have a look at the empowering one. And we're going to look at the ones that are going to raise our vibration. So let's have a look. Just very easy question, you know, your limiting belief. I'm not lovable. I'm not worthy. I'm a failure. How true is it? Zoe says, okay, true. All right, that's good to get. It will be easy to get rid of that than if it's only true, Zoe. That's brilliant. So we're also going to look at your empowering belief. So I want you to also say your empowering belief to yourself. I am lovable. And tell me, again, on a scale from 0 to 10, how true does that feel now? Right now. So it can feel like, oh, 2 out of 10. I really want to feel I'm lovable, but I don't really feel it because my limiting belief is more sort of stronger, you know. You can't say that to yourself. So make a note of it. 5 out of 10 for limiting belief. I have been unwell lately, so my sense and anxiety have been highlighted. Okay, Zoe 6. Okay, 6. All right, that's good. Maybe choose something else, Zoe, because if you make your limiting belief be higher, it will be easier to change it. So make your limiting belief be higher, so we can change it easily. But it's completely up to you. If you want to take it easy, it's completely your call. And all right, 6. Anybody else? All right, let's go. I'm hoping that you can all somewhere safe and you can do this with me. If you're not able to do it now, do it another time, but do not miss it because this is so powerful. I really like you to do it. I'm not going to use all the tapping points. I'm just going to use some of them because I'm going to be helping you releasing some stuff as well. So open up your heart to me. Even though you're not here, you're not doing the live, it's still going to work. First one is the limiting belief question. The ones I say is that once it takes you down to the 3D consciousness, like I am not worthy, how true is it? 10 being true, 0 means it's not true at all. Yeah, does that make sense? Hopefully it does. So for instance, you have so many limiting beliefs and say, I'm saying I'm not worthy, and I check it. I check it with my heart. Even if you want to put your hand on your heart and just say, I am not worthy. How true is it? I'm giving an example. Oh my God, it is really true. It is really high. I almost believe it. It's 9 out of 10. Does that make sense? Yeah. So you checking how true is it? 10 being the whole truth. You believe it 100% in your heart that you are not lovable. You are not worthy. All right. All right. Are we all ready? Are we all ready to go ahead? All right. So, I think you're all familiar with tapping here, but if you're not, just do what I'm doing. Just say what I'm saying. Just repeat after me. It's quite easy and quite simple. Let's begin by taking a nice breath and exhale and tap on the side of your hand gently, just like this. Yeah, doesn't matter which hand, just tap gently on the side. And I want you to concentrate on the negative emotion that your limiting belief created within you. You got your limiting belief. Let's see, I'm going to use I'm not lovable. Yeah, this was a belief that I had very, very long time because of abandonment trauma as well. So just repeat after me while you are tapping. Even though I have this limiting belief that I'm not lovable, I honor how I feel, and I'm willing to let go of this negative belief. You're just doing exactly what I'm doing, nothing different. Even though I have this limiting belief about myself, I honor how I feel, And I'm willing to let go of this limiting belief. Even though I have this limiting belief, I'm not lovable, I'm willing to release this belief and just concentrate on how you're feeling. I want you to get into your body and just start feeling. I feel that I'm not lovable. However, I'm willing to believe that I am lovable. So use the positive one, empowering one instead. And I choose to find my center and heal myself. And I want you to concentrate on the feeling. I want you to concentrate on the tension in your body and relax into it. Breathe into that area or in your heart. I want you to think about it for a second and remember, who told you this belief? Where did you pick it up? Just feel the emotions. And what will be possible for you if you let go of this limited belief? And go to your chest area. Carry on tapping, just notice how you feel. Witness the feeling and thoughts without judgment. Okay? You're just getting into the elevator now. Carry on tapping and repeat after me. I'm tired of having this limiting belief. I'm tired of fighting this limiting belief. I'm simply tired of living with it. I'm open to making this easier for me. What if I was lovable? Use your one. I'm willing to transform my belief in a way that it serves me. Maybe I'm willing to let it go and allow myself to be who truly I am. I choose to relax and feel safe right now. It is safe for me to relax now and overcome my challenges. And it's time to take my power back. I want to notice where you send your power over to. Is it the past, future, or people? Just notice, where's your power? What happened to your power? And carry on tapping. Even though I have given my power away, I choose to take it back. Imagine taking your power back, increasing your own power now. Just by imagination, pull your power back from the past, the future, the money, or certain people, family members. I give myself permission to step into my power. And repeat after me. As I feel centered and connected with my inner power, I'm open to finding healing. Maybe I don't need to give my power to others or my past or future anymore. Maybe I'm okay the way I am. Maybe I am lovable the way I am. Maybe I don't need to control everything. Maybe I just trust and surrender. I am responsible for my own energy and life. It is safe to let go of my limiting belief. I allow myself to feel my own light once again. I choose me. I am free. I am lovable. I always been free. I never noticed it before. I own my own power. I'm ready for the next stage of my life. And I'm grateful. Go to the top of your head, Take a deep breath. Shake it off, release. Take a deep breath. Just let go. And see how you are feeling. Check your personal power percentage at the moment. How are you feeling? Has it increased? From 0 to 10, you know, put it in the comments. Let me check how you're feeling. What's your personal power percentages like at the moment? Did you manage to take your power back? What was your experience? Share it with me. How are you feeling now? And also I want to check your beliefs, both of them, your limiting belief and your empowering belief. How do they feel now? No, the truth scale. I mean, hopefully the truth scale should have gone down for the limiting belief and it should have gone up for the empowering belief. If it hasn't, it means there's another root cause and it needs to be investigated. It needs to be looked at. I mean, this is quite high level, but it also shows us what's underneath the surface. So hopefully that helped a little bit. Share with me your personal power percentage from 0 to 100. Tell me what it is. So I know that you are still there, ladies. Let me know. I mean, during my, client session, I go much, much deeper to find the root cause of the belief, the fear, trauma, and we swap it with the empowering beliefs, But this is a good kickstart for everyone because we're bringing awareness into your internal world. And let me know how you're doing. I cannot see any messages. I hope you guys are there. Was it too much for you? Was it okay? I hope you enjoyed this session. Oh, your power gone up to 80%. It's amazing. I'm feeling lighter and my head's clearer. Team believe 1 and a higher believe 8. Well done, Louise. That's really amazing. So this stuff is really working for you, you see. But sometimes we might have self-sabotaging issues. And when that happens, we tend to self-sabotage ourselves. And hopefully this is not happening for you. But if you haven't gone down on your limiting belief, that could be your self-sabotaging programming at the background. So that needs some sort of expert work as well. So who enjoyed this little session? So let me know. And do you have any questions for me? And like I said, if you are interested in learning EFT, changing your lives or others, please reach out to me. I have another training coming up soon. And as you know, as a new member, you also get a free discovery call with me. And if you would like to find out, what is stopping your ascension and creating and stopping you from creating the reality you want, message me. We will book a time together to look into this. I will help you find them in a kind of longer session, I guess. You're welcome, more than welcome. Okay, how is everybody else feeling? Has anybody? Me, but okay. So yeah, how are you feeling, lovely? Did that work for you? So I love your sessions. They are powerful, uplifting, inspiring. Debbie, hopefully you're feeling much better. And if you need to, just do it again. Just go over it again. And if you know anybody can benefit from listening to this video, I'm leaving this in the Facebook group. They can come and watch it in the Facebook group. We're here to raise the consciousness of humanity. Okay, we all volunteer here, so we support one another. I'm here for you. You're going to be here for us, for other people as well. So if you think it's going to be useful, go and share with others. And this stuff, I learned thousands of pounds to learn all this stuff. Okay, loved it. I have learned so much, as well as identified the reason for one of my blogs. Amazing. You see, we work one at a time. We work one at a time. You release one layer at a time. That's why we're here. I mean, if you think about it, how long we've been living here? Long time. We can't expect everything to change overnight. But with one session, we can easily get rid of 10 years, 20 years, 30 years sometimes, which is really amazing, isn't it? Very, very powerful. Zoe, how are you doing, lovely? I haven't heard from you. I hope you stay here. I'm not sure. Just want to make sure you're all okay. Everyone is okay. So you like this session? Would you like me to do more of these sessions? Or would you like me to do something different? Let me know. I'm here. I'm helping. I'm serving. I mean, I used to run some hot seat EFT sessions in the group before. And I used to run challenges. I think I'm going to start running another sort of like a program very soon, but I will let you know as well. Like I said, we all need to step up. We need to get out of our comfort zone. It is very important, okay? We need to take the elevator to go to the next level and operate from that level. And if you're not operating from that level, come and see me. I'm here to help you and support you. That's my mission. And I will make sure that you step into your mission. I have helped many, many people to step into their mission. And if something's stopping you, your ego, your programming, please, please, please do not allow that to stop you, because it's your own creation. I did not realize that I created my own prison years ago. I was living in this self-inflicted prison. Nobody else put me there. It was me, my fears, my limiting beliefs put me in there. It made me bedbound. I couldn't get out of the bed. I was in so much physical, mental, and emotional pain, and I don't want the same thing to happen to you. Okay? So please, 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 give yourself this gift. Step up for yourself. Step up for the people waiting for you. Okay? If I didn't show up tonight, I wouldn't be able to help you. And I show up. I'm not the one that, talk, do live videos and stuff. I mean, I've done it in the past, but it was one of my biggest challenge in life. It was really big. I've got a speech impediment as well. Dyslexia. It's just, I have every reason under the sun not to do this live, but I'm doing it. Some people are watching, some people are not watching, but it's okay. Even if we can change one life, it is okay. And hopefully this was helpful for you. All right. Do we have any questions or anything? I know I have gone over the time a little bit, but I love you all so much and I want you to get most out of everything. And thank you for tonight. And if you like this, if you want more of this, let me know and I will do my best to do more. All right. Good night for now. Bye.